You've been training hard for months, maybe years, and suddenly you hit a wall. Your strength stalls, your body stops responding, and every rep feels like deja vu. Hitting a plateau in muscle growth is one of the most frustrating experiences for any lifter, but it's also a universal part of the journey. The good news? Plateaus aren't permanent roadblocks. They're signals that it's time to tweak your approach. Today, we're diving into 5 proven tricks, rooted in science and battle-tested by top coaches, that will help you blast through that stubborn muscle growth plateau and keep the gains coming. Shock your muscles with strategic periodization. Periodization isn't just a fancy buzzword. It's the backbone of any serious progress plan. When you follow the same rep ranges, weights, and exercise order week after week, your body learns to adapt precisely to that stimulus. The result? Stagnation. To break out of this rut, implement strategic periodization. Alternate between phases of strength focus, low reps, high weight, hypertrophy focus, moderate reps, moderate weight, and metabolic focus, higher reps, shorter rest. For instance, spend 4 to 6 weeks in a heavy strength-oriented block, 3 to 5 reps per set, followed by 4 to 6 weeks in a classic hypertrophy block, 8 to 12 reps per set, and finish with a 2 to 3 week high-rep metabolic block, 15 to 20 reps per set with 30 to 45 seconds rest. This cycling keeps your muscle fibers guessing, recruits different motor units, and stimulates new growth. It also gives your central nervous system planned recovery from heavy loads, reducing burnout and lowering injury risk. When your body expects variety, it never settles into autopilot, forcing continuous adaptation and growth. Dial in your nutrition with precision carb and protein timing. When training plateaus, many lifters double down on workouts but overlook the fuel that powers muscle growth. Hitting macros is one thing, nailing nutrient timing is another level. Post-workout, your muscles are primed to absorb nutrients. This anabolic window lasts longer than the mythic 30 minutes, but is most potent in the first 2 hours. Aim for a 3-to-1 carb-to-protein ratio within 60 minutes after training. Think 60 grams of fast-digesting carbs, like rice cakes or a banana, with 20 grams of high-quality protein, whey isolate or lean chicken. This combo spikes insulin, driving amino acids into muscle cells and replenishing glycogen. Pre-workout, fuel up 1.5 to 2 hours before lifting. 30 to 40 grams of complex carbs, oats, sweet potato, plus 20 to 30 grams of protein to sustain energy and minimize muscle breakdown. Beyond workouts, spread your protein intake across 4 to 6 meals, aiming for 0.25 to 0.3 grams per pound of body weight per meal. Regular insulin spikes from balanced meals ensure muscles stay in an anabolic state, not stuck in repair-only mode. When your body runs on precise fueling, plateaus don't stand a chance. Use advanced techniques, rest pause, drop sets, and tempo manipulation. If you've only ever done straight sets, it's time to level up. Advanced training techniques overload your muscles beyond conventional limits, recruiting stubborn fibers and inducing growth. Rest pause sets let you push past failure. Pick a weight you can lift for 8 reps, perform as many reps as possible, usually 6 to 8, rack the weight for 10 to 15 seconds, then squeeze out a few more reps. Repeat once or twice. Drop sets immediately reduce the weight by 20 to 30% once you hit failure. Then continue the set until failure again, often doing 2 drops per exercise. These methods flood the muscle with metabolic stress and mechanical tension, both key drivers of hypertrophy. Tempo manipulation is equally powerful. Slow down the eccentric, lowering phase to 3 to 4 seconds and pause for 1 to 2 seconds at the bottom. Then explode on the concentric lifting phase. This extended time under tension breaks down more muscle fibers and amplifies growth signals. Rotate these techniques into your program, choosing 1 per muscle group per workout to keep shocking your muscles and reigniting gains. Prioritize recovery, quality sleep, active rest, and deload weeks. Many lifters treat recovery as an afterthought, cramming more sessions into their week at the expense of rest. But muscle growth happens outside the gym, in recovery. Sleep is non-negotiable. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted deep sleep. If you struggle, establish a wind-down ritual. No screens 30 minutes before bed, cool room, blackout curtains, and consider natural aids like magnesium or tart cherry extract. Outside of sleep, implement active rest days, light cardio, mobility drills, foam rolling, or yoga to enhance blood flow, reduce soreness, and speed nutrient delivery to muscles. And don't skip deload weeks. Every 6 to 8 weeks, cut volume or intensity by 40 to 50%. Instead of pushing to failure, focus on perfect form and joint health. A strategic deload resets your nervous system, flushes out fatigue, and primes you for an even bigger push in the next cycle. Plateaus often stem from cumulative fatigue, not lack of effort. Prioritizing recovery breaks the cycle and restores your growth potential. Master mind-muscle connection and movement variations. You can't grow what you don't feel. The mind-muscle connection, intentionally contracting the target muscle, drives higher activation and better growth. Before each set, visualize the muscle working. During execution, slow down the movement, squeeze at peak contraction, and minimize momentum. Studies show that deliberate focus on the muscle being trained increases electromyographic (EMG) activity, meaning more fibers are recruited. Pair this with movement variations to target muscles from new angles. If your bench press has stalled, switch to closed grip or wide grip variations, add pause reps, or use dumbbells for a greater range of motion. Swap barbell rows for chest-supported rows or single-arm cable rows to eliminate cheating and isolate the lats. Even small tweaks, like changing foot position on leg press or trying preacher curls instead of standing curls, alter muscle tension patterns, reigniting growth. By combining mental focus with anatomical variations, you force neglected fibers to join the party and smash through plateaus. Plateaus are an inevitable part of the muscle-building journey, but they don't have to spell frustration. By periodizing your training, timing your nutrition, leveraging advanced techniques, prioritizing recovery, and mastering mind-muscle connection with movement variations, you'll create a comprehensive assault on stagnation. These 5 tricks hit every driver of hypertrophy: mechanical tension, metabolic stress, recovery optimization, and neural engagement, ensuring that your body never gets too comfortable. Now it's your turn. Pick one trick to implement this week. Maybe start by mapping out a 4-week periodization block or sharpening your post-workout nutrition. Track your performance, dial in the details, and watch your muscles respond like never before. If you've busted through a plateau before, share your story in the comments. If you're still stuck, ask your questions and let's break this barrier together. Remember, consistency, adaptation, and smart strategies are the true keys to unstoppable gains. Let's crush those plateaus and build the strongest version of you yet.